No score after one on EA Sports. Second down at 7. Working from the gun, Lance. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 26 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, my God.
Thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Get that pig, boy. It really made you work for it, Madden, boy.
Tannehill now to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second down at 4. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 50 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though, man. That's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, kills. Speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Now, first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll run with Sermon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Sermon punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got his tight
Oh
end,
my
Anthony
God.
Ferguson.
How is that possible, bro?
And it's a Titans touchdown. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A final shot before half for Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. Oh, some strong running. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 40.
Boy, that's what you put CPU, boy.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Yeah, you let CPU go to work right there.
Making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 76 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Mostert found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And Lance going to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner 1st. A couple of 1st downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Sanu on the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Lance now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Sermon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Again with Sermon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game. game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Escaping a tackler at the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Tannehill. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
You will let him at least out. Yeah, I don't think they just come out. I'm going to tell him in the morning.
So time definitely not in their
let
favor.
Him at least out.
Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.